Hey crafty friends, this is Julissa of Paper Gems by Jules, and today I am sharing one of the new releases by Unity Stamp Company featuring a new series with the Velveteen Rabbit, and it is absolutely adorable. I love the vintage vibes, and I am rolling with it with a kind of old mixed media type card, and I don't normally do mixed media, so bear with me. I'm kind of winging it and just trying some new stuff. I hope you enjoy this and the kind of exploring and adventure in crafting, just kind of layering a lot of things that I found in my craft room, which left my craft room in an absolute disaster. But the card was really cute, I think. So some of the stamps that I'm using, this background stamp is called The Wisdom of Becoming Real. It's a beautiful little statement. You can stamp it and just use it as a background. You can use it and tear it. There's just a lot of different ways, and you're going to see that the design team came up with some really fun ways to use it, and I am not done making with this. It is absolutely beautiful. And this stamp is called Forever Real, and it's just so sweet and like innocent, and it's so cute. And I'm sorry it's a little dark in this. I forgot, I was rushing. This week is a little crazy, but I was rushing and I forgot to turn the light on that kind of helps when I'm filming, so it'll come on in the next couple seconds when I'm filming. But yeah, so I'm just Copic coloring this. This is a little bit long, so I'll let you enjoy the music in the background. If you don't really care for Copic coloring, I did list the colors that I used on the left. But if you don't want to watch it, just fast forward it towards the end, and you'll just be able to see all the other elements that I've added on here. And I'll come back in that moment. Enjoy. So I'm almost done coloring. I'm just using some greens to color the grass. And I don't think I mentioned that I had already used the Deckle and Stitches nesting die to die cut the background. I had originally done that. I started with that and I already blended the edges and so on. So I'm going to use that same, the largest one with the stitching. So I'm lining it up to make sure I use the right side because I'm going to I'm going to leave the ears over, so I don't want to cut the ears. So when I put it into the machine, I make sure to die cut the bottom corner so that it lines up perfectly, but I put the ears over the die so it doesn't cut through, and that way that portion pops up. So that's another technique to use if you want to have an element not be cut and kind of stand out in the card. Especially if you use foam tape or anything like that. It's a fun way to add a little texture. So this is where I add another element. I added the Walk in the Woods background stamp just to add some woods in the background. It's very subtle. I'm blending it in just to soften it up a little bit, just to add a little more texture, just something. This is a washi sticker. I think this came in an old kit of the month. Don't ask me which one. I just kind of take all the little goodies that I kept from the kit of the month, and I love them. But they send you gifts with every single one, and I kept this one on the side. Wasn't sure how I was going to use it, and here I am about to use it, and then I take it off because I wanted to add something underneath it, and then I don't. Again, I'm new to mixed media. I'm new to kind of doing this type of card, so just roll with me. I have a little collection of really small definitions, and this is the definition of rabbit. I'm not crazy about the words that were in the definition, but I thought it was a cute little element to add to it, so I meant to put that underneath the washi. I wanted to distress it, so I distressed it and forgot, and then put the washi tape right back where I had it. So just don't mind me. I could leave this washi tape there, but you can actually color it. I started with the lighter, I think it was YG61 that I had used on the grass, but I didn't like it, so I went back to the YG63, which is a little bit darker, and just, I wasn't going to do shading. This is just going to be the background, so I just wanted to have that element of green pop out. It's going to tie in the grass and kind of bring the browns and the greens all together. It's going to be a very muted and neutral colored card. I try to keep some of those same elements throughout the whole card and keep it very similar. But yeah, so I'm just coloring that portion. And again, this washi tape is really cool because you can color it and it's simple, and it just really kind of absorbs the color, and it's subtle and adds a little extra to this card. So here my glue's not working. I need to poke it. I fixed it. Adding some liquid glue. I love working with liquid glue even when I have foam tape. I just think it gives me a little extra time to kind of smush things around, see how I can move it around and make it a little more grungy. So added that there, and as you can see, the decal cut lines up at the bottom. So it's easy to line this up. I'm just going to glue it on. I'm not using foam tape, which is totally out of my element. I usually use foam tape, but I just kind of want to adhere this. Another thing I could have added, now just thinking back, if you have that really thin gold string, that's fun to add there, you know, or even like a copper color, that might have been fun to put in there. But that's okay. I still like where I went with this. So adding this to the corner here. And let's see, I have some Tim Holtz. These are little ephemeras, and I added these cute little itty bitty mushrooms. They just have a little bit of red and yellows and just soft, again, soft muted colors. So I'm just adding that, giving that forest theme look to this, and just adding a few more elements to this image. And just, gosh, this little bunny is just so cute. I adore it. I can't wait to do a couple of other things. I was even thinking of doing even a baby card in pink. I mean, all these ideas, just not enough time. I'm sure you can all relate. All right, there's a little butterfly. I'm just This is also from the Tim Holtz ephemera package, so I'm just bending it around so it's got a little bit of a depth to it. So I cut up the sentiment. I didn't want to just put it down, so then I chopped it up, and now I'm using the vintage photo distress ink to edge the strips. And I laid it on the background, but I just felt like the ivory was too light on the beige background. So I'm going to layer it onto green cardstock that's just a little darker. It just adds just a kind of border to make it pop. I mean, I guess this would have been fine, but I just felt like it wasn't sticking out enough. It kind of blended in a little bit to my eye. Again, I'm still figuring it out. Do your own thing. You know, if you're good with what you're working on and you like it, go with it. For me, I just needed a little bit more. So what I do, because this is very freehand and it's not super structured, and this is the fun about mixed media, you really can go all over the place with it. I'm adhering the sentiment strips right onto the cardstock, and I will hand cut them, and then I will glue them right on. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's the gist of this card. So I hope that you found some inspiration. I'm going to turn back the music, let you watch the rest of this as it comes together and some final photos. Check out the amazing new release by Unity. There's just so much to see. There's a lot more details in the blog, and all the links to all the goodies are in the blog as well. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the bottom in the comments, and I will absolutely respond. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and happy crafting!